Land aircraft carrier. Imagine driving a vehicle that doesn't just handle rough terrain, but can also take you into the sky. Meet the Xpeng Aero HT, a bold step toward the future of personal transport. At first glance, it looks like a powerful six-wheeled electric off-roader. But hidden in the rear is something unexpected, a compact, two-seat flying car, ready to launch whenever you are. This isn't just about innovation, it's about freedom. On the ground, it can travel over 620 miles on a single charge, making it perfect for long-distance journeys. And when traffic gets in your way, it can perform up to 6 vertical takeoffs and landings, letting you rise above it all. What makes it even more impressive is how practical it remains. Despite its advanced design, it's compact enough to park like a regular vehicle. And with an expected price under $300,000, it's aiming to bring futuristic travel closer to reality.
UDX Airwolf Hoverbike. Meet the UDX Airwolf, a hoverbike concept that looks like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie. But this machine isn't just about futuristic styling. It's designed to completely rethink personal air travel. Instead of feeling like a traditional aircraft, the Airwolf aims to make flying feel as natural as riding a motorcycle. The controls are built to be simple, responsive, and highly intuitive, creating a flight experience that feels both thrilling and accessible. And the performance numbers are seriously impressive. This electric hoverbike can reportedly reach speeds of up to 230 km per hour. Even more shocking, it can launch from 0 to 100 km per hour in only 3 seconds, putting it in supercar territory. What makes the design especially interesting is its use of electric ducted fans. These fans improve stability and precision while also cutting down the amount of energy needed during forward flight. That solves one of the biggest problems with vertical takeoff aircraft: efficiency. The Airwolf also features wing-assisted flight. Once airborne, the wings help generate lift naturally, reducing power consumption and allowing the vehicle to travel much farther on a single charge. At its optimal cruising speed of around 120 km per hour, the system becomes dramatically more efficient, using only a fraction of the energy normally required for vertical flight. J2000 Flying Car. Meet the J2000, a futuristic flying car built by Jetoptera with one goal in mind: changing the way we move through cities. And unlike most concepts that look oversized or impractical, this one is surprisingly compact. The aircraft, also called the VTOL, is designed to lift off vertically, meaning it doesn't need a runway at all. It can rise straight into the air, transition smoothly into forward flight, and reach speeds close to 200 miles per hour, faster than many sports cars on the road today. But the real innovation is hidden inside its propulsion system. Instead of relying on giant spinning rotors like a helicopter, the J2000 uses a fluidic propulsion design. Air is pushed through loop-shaped thrusters that generate lift by creating low pressure over the wings. That means fewer heavy-moving parts and a much lighter aircraft overall. And because there are no massive exposed blades, the design is not only smaller, but also far quieter. ARIDGEA 868. Imagine traveling between cities, without ever touching a runway. Meet the ARIDGEA 868, a hybrid flying vehicle built to rethink how we move long distances. Developed by ARIDGEA, previously known as Xpeng Aero, this aircraft isn't just another futuristic concept, it's designed to connect road travel with real aviation. Here's what makes it different. Most electric flying vehicles you see today are limited to short hops. The A868 takes a different approach. It combines electric propulsion with a range-extending system, allowing it to travel much farther than typical eVTOL designs. And it doesn't need a runway. With vertical takeoff and landing, it can lift off from tight urban spaces, rooftops, small pads, even compact hubs, making it practical for crowded cities as well as intercity routes.
Rockwell OV-10 Bronco. Step into the cockpit of the Rockwell OV-10 Bronco, and suddenly, you're not just watching, you're flying. This aircraft stands out immediately. Twin turboprop engines, wide canopy views, and a design built for visibility. It wasn't made for luxury, it was built for real missions like reconnaissance and light attack. Inside the simulator, everything feels alive. Every switch, dial, and control is carefully modeled. The flight behavior responds naturally, making each movement feel precise and believable. But where the Bronco really shines is down low. It thrives at low altitude, hugging the terrain with confidence. You can lift off from short, uneven runways without a struggle, then settle into a smooth, controlled flight. Take it over mountains, valleys, or rough landscapes, it handles it all with stability. Tight maneuvers feel sharp, not forced. This isn't just a flight. It's a hands-on experience of a legendary aircraft, brought into a modern virtual world with stunning realism.
Klasarov Acro. Imagine a flying machine built not for travel, but for pure fun. Meet the Klasarov Acro, an ultralight, single-seat electric concept that rethinks what personal flight can feel like. Instead of focusing on getting from point A to B, this aircraft is all about the experience in between. Designed by French creator Emmanuel Klasarov, the Acro introduces an unusual system called cycloidal rotors. In simple terms, it can push itself in almost any direction instantly. That means tighter control, smoother hovering, and even the ability to perform controlled aerobatic moves in the air. And because it runs entirely on batteries, it stays compact and surprisingly quiet. It can lift off, hover, and land in tight spaces, yes, even something like a yacht deck. Inside the cockpit, things feel more like a game than a traditional aircraft. Dual joysticks handle movement, while AI-assisted modes help stabilize the ride.
Ex Turismo. Imagine pulling up on something that looks straight out of a sci-fi movie, except it's real. This is the Ex Turismo, a flying motorcycle designed to turn that fantasy into reality. Built by Japanese startup Ali Technologies, it's one of the boldest experiments in personal air mobility we've seen so far. Instead of wheels, it uses multiple propellers to lift off the ground. A hybrid system, part petrol, part electric, keeps it airborne. The result? A hovering bike that can stay in the air for about 30 to 40 minutes and reach speeds close to 100 kilometers per hour. Sounds incredible, and it is. But there's a catch. With a price tag hovering between $680,000 and $777,000, this isn't something you'll see parked outside anytime soon. Right now, it's less of a daily ride and more of a high-tech showcase, a glimpse into what future transportation could look like. Not quite the flying car we imagined, but definitely a step in that direction.
Delta Black Raider 330. Meet a drone built for missions where ordinary aircraft fall short, the Delta Black Raider 330. This isn't just another unmanned system. It's designed to stay in the air longer, carry more, and adapt faster. At its core is a hybrid electric propulsion system that allows it to take off and land vertically. No runway needed. That means it can operate from remote zones, tight spaces, or rapidly changing environments without delay. Endurance is where the Raider 330 really stands out. It's built for extended operations, making it ideal for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions that demand time and consistency in the air. But staying airborne is only part of the story. The drone uses specially engineered low-noise propellers, improving efficiency while keeping its acoustic signature minimal. In simple terms, it's harder to detect and more effective in sensitive operations. When it comes to payload, this system doesn't hold back. With a capacity of over 100 pounds, it can carry a wide mix of sensors, communication systems, or mission-specific equipment. Icon A5. The Icon A5 isn't your typical airplane. It's a lightweight amphibious aircraft built for adventure, and it can land on both water and runways. Designed by Icon Aircraft, the A5 is a two-seat light sport aircraft made for recreational flying. But what really makes it stand out is how beginner-friendly it feels in the air. The aircraft was built with safety as a priority from day one. Its airframe is designed to resist spins, which helps reduce one of the biggest risks in small aircraft. And if things ever go seriously wrong, the entire plane is equipped with a built-in parachute system. Flying the A5 is also surprisingly simple. It features a modern glass cockpit, a heads-up display hood, and smart assistance systems that help pilots stay in control. There's even an auto-level button that can stabilize the aircraft with a single press. Additional features like smart glide, angle of attack monitoring, and an optional autopilot make the experience smoother and less stressful, especially for newer pilots. Powering the aircraft is a 100 horsepower Rotax 912 engine.
Piper Aircraft M700 Fury. Push the throttle, and the M700 Fury responds instantly. This is Piper's fastest single-engine aircraft, built for pilots who want serious performance without stepping into a jet. At the heart of the Fury is a powerful turboprop engine, delivering remarkable speed, sharp responsiveness, and impressive range. It's engineered to move quickly over long distances while still maintaining the efficiency that makes single-engine aviation so practical. But speed is only part of the story. The M700 Fury combines precision handling with advanced avionics, giving pilots greater control and confidence in demanding conditions. Automated safety features help reduce workload, making high-performance flying feel more intuitive. Inside the cabin, comfort matches capability. The interior is quiet, modern, and designed to keep passengers relaxed even during extended flights. This aircraft is built for those who demand more from personal aviation: more speed, more control, and more capability. The Piper M700 Fury doesn't just travel, it performs.
Cool-fly standing eVTOL. Imagine stepping onto a small platform and lifting straight into the air. No cockpit, no seat, just you, standing, controlling your flight like it's second nature. This is the Cool-fly standing eVTOL, a bold glimpse into what personal flight could become. Unveiled at CES 2026 in Las Vegas, this machine instantly grabbed attention. Not because it's faster or bigger, but because it completely rethinks how humans fly. Instead of sitting inside a complex aircraft, you stand upright, almost like you're riding a futuristic scooter in the sky. And the design isn't just for show. Built as a single-person ultralight aircraft, Cool-fly is made for short, low-altitude trips. Quick commutes, personal travel, simple, direct movement through the air. It weighs around 110 kilograms, yet it can reach speeds close to 100 kilometers per hour, all powered by electric propulsion. But here's where it gets really interesting. There are no traditional controls, no joysticks, no complicated panels. You move by shifting your body. Lean forward, and it accelerates. Adjust your posture, and it responds instantly. IFO, the Identified Flying Object. Meet the IFO, short for Identified Flying Object. This futuristic concept from an Italian company blends the design of a drone, a helicopter, and a luxury capsule into one compact flying machine. At the center sits a sleek two-person cockpit measuring about 2 meters wide. Around it is a massive carbon fiber disc, giving the aircraft a total span of nearly 4.7 meters. The result looks more like something from a sci-fi movie than a traditional aircraft. But this thing isn't just built to look futuristic. The IFO is powered by 8 electric motors designed to push the vehicle up to speeds of around 120 miles per hour. Its energy system is spread throughout the aircraft. Multiple battery packs are integrated into the outer disc, while an additional central battery sits beneath the main capsule to help balance power distribution and flight stability. According to the concept specs, the aircraft could stay airborne for roughly 60 to 70 minutes on a full charge. That gives it enough range for short urban flights or quick point-to-point travel. Landing is where the design gets even more interesting. The IFO uses 6 retractable suspension legs that fold out during touchdown. X-Wing Fighter eVTOL. What if flying a drone didn't feel remote, but real? Meet the X-Wing Fighter eVTOL, an electric aircraft built to put you inside the experience, not just behind the controls. It lifts off vertically, straight into the air like a drone. Then, in seconds, it shifts, gliding forward like a high-speed fixed-wing aircraft. That transition is smooth, fast, and seriously satisfying. But here's where it changes everything. Instead of staring at a screen, you see through the aircraft's eyes. A forward-facing camera streams live footage directly into FPV goggles. Turn your head, and the view moves with you. Look left, look right, even glance behind. It feels natural, almost like you're sitting in the cockpit. Every movement is responsive, every adjustment feels precise. You're not just controlling the aircraft, you're flying it. This isn't about automation or passive control. It's designed for active pilots, people who want to build skill, improve control, and stay fully engaged in the air. And it doesn't stop there. The system supports synchronized group flights, letting multiple pilots share the same airspace in real time. Reusable orbital transport. Reusable spaceplanes could transform how Europe accesses orbit, and France is leading that effort with a vehicle called Vortex. Developed by Dassault Aviation with support from the French Ministry of Armed Forces and the European Space Agency, Vortex is designed as a next-generation orbital transport system. The project is moving forward in stages, with a scaled demonstrator expected to make its first test flight in 2028. The concept combines the best features of rockets and aircraft. Vortex will lift off vertically, reach orbit, and then return to Earth for a runway landing. That approach allows the vehicle to be reused, reducing both turnaround time and mission costs. Its role goes far beyond simple transportation. Vortex is being designed to carry cargo, support future crewed missions, and operate autonomously when needed. In orbit, it could deploy satellites, service spacecraft, remove space debris, and perform maintenance missions that are becoming increasingly important as Earth's orbit grows more crowded.
Ocean Airlines Airbus A390. Imagine boarding a plane that feels more like a flying city than an aircraft. Meet the concept of the Ocean Airlines Airbus A390, a massive triple-deck jet designed to carry nearly 1,000 passengers in one journey. Instead of cramming people into tight rows, this aircraft spreads them across 3 full levels, opening the door for lounges, premium cabins, and entirely new travel experiences. Powering this giant are 6 Rolls-Royce engines, built to handle ultra-long-haul routes of up to 7,500 miles. The goal? Move huge numbers of people efficiently while still improving fuel performance on high-demand routes. But there's a catch. A plane this large can't just land anywhere. It would require runways stretching around 1.2 miles and significant airport upgrades just to operate safely. That means only a handful of airports worldwide could support it, at least for now. The A390 is still just a concept, surrounded by speculation. Airlines like Lufthansa and Emirates have been linked to early interest, but nothing is confirmed. For this aircraft to become reality, global infrastructure would need to evolve alongside it. If it ever takes off, though, it could completely reshape how we think about long-distance travel. And just when you think aviation innovation has peaked, at NVIDIA GTC 2026, CEO Jensen Huang shocked the crowd by stepping onto the stage with something no one expected, a life-sized creation that blurred the line between technology and reality.
Hill HX-50. Meet the Hill HX-50, a luxury helicopter built for people who want the freedom of private flying without stepping into a commercial aircraft. Developed by the British company Hill Helicopters and founded by Jason Hill, the HX-50 was designed from the ground up for private owners. Unlike traditional helicopters built mainly for corporate fleets or military use, the HX-50 focuses on giving pilots a more personal flying experience. It seats up to 5 people and combines modern technology with a sleek, high-end design. Powering the aircraft is a single Rolls-Royce RR300 turbine engine producing 525 shaft horsepower. That gives the HX-50 impressive performance, including a top speed of around 184 miles per hour and a flight range close to 500 nautical miles. The helicopter also uses a lightweight carbon fiber fuselage along with advanced composite rotor blades, helping improve both efficiency and durability. Alto Volo Sigma. Here's something that feels like it came straight out of the future, except it's real. Meet the Alto Volo Sigma, a personal aircraft designed to change how we think about travel. This isn't just another flying concept. It's built to go farther, faster, and more efficiently than most aircraft in its class. At its core, the Sigma uses a hybrid system. For takeoff and landing, it runs on electric power, allowing it to lift off vertically like a helicopter. But once it's in the air, it switches to liquid fuel, giving it the ability to travel long distances without the limitations of fully electric designs. And those numbers are impressive. It can cover up to 510 miles on a single trip, cruise comfortably around 220 miles per hour, and push close to 290 miles per hour at top speed. All while flying as high as 10,000 feet. What really sets it apart is its flexibility. The Sigma doesn't need a runway. It can take off from tight spaces, think city rooftops or even yachts. That opens up a whole new level of mobility, especially for regional travel. Inversion arc. Imagine ordering something on one side of the planet, and it arrives in less than an hour. Sounds impossible, right? Not anymore. A new idea called the inversion arc is pushing delivery beyond roads, planes, and even borders, straight into space. Here's how it works. Autonomous spacecraft are placed in low Earth orbit, just waiting. No pilots, no delays. They stay ready above the planet at all times. The moment a delivery is triggered, one of these vehicles drops out of orbit. It re-enters the atmosphere at extreme speed, carefully controlling its path as it descends. Then, it lands precisely at its target location, safe, accurate, and fully automated. What makes this system powerful is its design. It's reusable, it's fast, and it removes the limitations of traditional logistics. No traffic, no weather delays in the same way. Just direct, point-to-point delivery from space. This could completely change how we move critical supplies, especially in emergencies where every minute matters. We're looking at a future where space isn't just for exploration, it becomes part of everyday infrastructure. Silverwing Personal Flight S1. Imagine skipping traffic completely and just lifting straight into the sky. This is the Silverwing Personal Flight S1, a compact, single-seat flying machine built for one purpose: personal air travel made simple. Developed by Delft University of Technology for the Boeing Go Fly competition, it's a glimpse of how we might move in the near future. Instead of a traditional cockpit, the pilot sits in a position similar to riding a motorcycle. It's minimal, direct, and designed for full control without complexity. Power comes from two electric motors paired with ducted rotors. These allow the aircraft to lift straight up like a drone, then smoothly tilt forward into forward flight. This tail-sitter design means no runway is needed. Just take off vertically, lean forward, and go. And it's not just about getting airborne. The S1 is built to be efficient and quiet, reducing noise while maintaining stability in the air. In terms of performance, it can reach speeds of up to 140 km per hour. It supports a pilot weighing up to 90 kilograms and can stay in the air for around 30 minutes on a single charge. A solid step toward practical personal flight. What really makes it stand out is how accessible it aims to be.
US built a UFO. Back in the 1960s, the United States explored something that looked straight out of a sci-fi movie, a real flying saucer concept. It was called the Lenticular Reentry Vehicle, or LRV. Designed by North American Aviation, this wasn't just an experiment. It was meant to be a fully functional orbital bomber. The plan was bold. A Titan III rocket would launch the disc-shaped craft into orbit, where it could stay for weeks. On board, a crew of 4, surveillance equipment, and nuclear payload capability. When its mission was complete, the LRV would drop back to Earth. It would tear through the atmosphere at hypersonic speed, then glide down and land flat on a dry desert lakebed. From the ground, it would look eerily similar to classic UFO sightings. The idea didn't come out of nowhere. It evolved from earlier unconventional aircraft concepts like the Avrocar and the so-called flying pancake. Both pushed strange, circular designs, but never truly succeeded. In the end, the LRV was never built. High costs and international treaties shut it down before it could leave the drawing board. But when the project was declassified decades later, its unusual shape and secretive nature only added fuel to UFO conspiracy theories.
Bellwether. Bellwether is pushing urban aviation in a completely new direction with its futuristic electric VTOL aircraft. But this isn't just another flying taxi concept. Their design takes a radically different approach to how air travel could work inside crowded cities. At the center of the project is an aircraft called the Oryx. Unlike traditional helicopters or bulky eVTOL designs, the Oryx features a hidden electric propulsion system combined with a smooth wingless lifting body. The result is a cleaner, more compact aircraft built specifically for dense urban environments. Bellwether recently revealed the third-generation version of the Oryx, showing major progress in both design and functionality. The current model is built to carry 1 pilot and 2 passengers, but the company already plans to increase that capacity to 4 people in future versions. What makes Bellwether stand out isn't just the technology, it's the vision behind it. Volante Vision Concept. The future of air travel might look a lot like this. Meet the Aston Martin Volante Vision Concept, a luxury hybrid VTOL aircraft designed to completely change the way people move through crowded cities. Instead of sitting in traffic for hours, this futuristic aircraft is built for fast urban and intercity transportation. And the most impressive part? It can take off and land vertically, just like a helicopter, without needing a traditional runway. The Volante Vision uses a hybrid power system that combines electric motors with a compact gas turbine engine. During vertical takeoff, landing, and slower flight, the electric motors handle the work, making the aircraft quieter and more efficient. But once it reaches higher speeds, the turbine engine kicks in to provide extra power and longer range performance. The aircraft measures around 12 meters in length and 8 meters in width, giving it a sleek but spacious design. And despite its luxury-focused appearance, it's built for serious speed, reaching up to 320 kilometers per hour. Inside, the experience is designed to feel more like a premium sports car than a traditional aircraft. Klein Vision Flying Car. What if your car could leave traffic behind, literally? Meet the Aircar by Klein Vision, a futuristic machine that transforms from a sports car into an aircraft in just under 3 minutes. With the push of a button, wings extend from the body, the tail unfolds, and suddenly this road vehicle is ready for takeoff. Powering the entire system is a BMW engine setup that runs on regular gasoline, making it surprisingly practical for something that looks straight out of science fiction. The idea comes from Slovak inventor and Professor Stefan Klein, who has spent decades developing flying vehicles since the 1980s. His vision was simple: create a machine that gives people the freedom to drive on roads and fly through the sky whenever needed. And it's not just a concept anymore. The Aircar became one of the first flying vehicles in the world to receive official flight certification, marking a huge step toward real personal air transportation. For anyone who loves the convenience of driving but dreams of flying, this could be the beginning of an entirely new era of travel.
Daher TBM 980. Meet the aircraft that's quietly outrunning expectations, the Daher TBM 980. This single-engine turboprop cruises at an impressive 330 knots, putting it right up against light jets. Step inside the cockpit, and it feels more like a high-end tech suite than a traditional flight deck. The Garmin G3000 system dominates the space, powered by 3 large 14-inch touchscreens that make control smooth and intuitive. Under the hood, it's driven by the PT6E66XT engine, pushing out 850 horsepower. Pair that with a 5-blade propeller and full FADEC control, and you get performance that's both powerful and efficient. The range? Around 1,730 nautical miles, while burning nearly half the fuel of comparable light jets. But it's not just about speed and efficiency. The TBM 980 brings modern comfort into the air. Think onboard Starlink connectivity, USB-C charging at every seat, and a system called HomeSafe. If the pilot becomes unable to continue, the aircraft can automatically navigate and land itself safely. Already EASA certified and entering service, this aircraft is built for business travelers who want jet-like speed without jet-level costs, and with safety systems that feel straight out of the future. Now here's something to think about. How many engines do you really need to fly fast?
Airspeeder Crude. The future of motorsports is leaving the ground, literally. Meet the Airspeeder Mk4, a hydrogen-electric flying race machine built to redefine speed in the sky. From a complete standstill, it rockets to 225 miles per hour in only 30 seconds, making it the fastest hydrogen-powered eVTOL aircraft ever created. But raw speed is only part of the story. With an estimated range of 300 kilometers on a single charge, the Mk4 combines endurance with serious performance. Its driving dynamics are engineered to feel like a Formula One car in the air, agile, precise, and brutally responsive. Under the hood, or rather, under the carbon shell, this machine produces a staggering 1,340 horsepower, all while weighing just 950 kilograms.
Griffith VTO. Back in the late 1950s, engineers were thinking way beyond conventional flight, and one idea pushed the limits of imagination. Meet the Griffith VTO, a wild British concept that aimed to combine two extremes: vertical takeoff and supersonic speed. The goal? An aircraft that could lift straight up from city centers, then blast across the Atlantic faster than anything before it. The design was nothing short of outrageous. In total, it packed 68 turbojets. Yes, 68. A set of 12 powerful engines mounted on rotating wingtips would handle forward flight, pushing the aircraft past Mach 2. Meanwhile, 56 smaller lift jets were dedicated purely to vertical takeoff and landing. In theory, it could carry 44 passengers from London to New York in just 2 hours. No long runways, no remote airports, just straight from the heart of one city to another. The concept came from engineer A.A. Griffith and even caught the attention of the UK's Stack Committee. On paper, it looked revolutionary. But reality stepped in. The fuel consumption would have been extreme. The noise alone would be overwhelming for urban areas. And maintaining dozens of engines on a single aircraft? A logistical nightmare. So despite its bold vision, the Griffith VTO never made it past the drawing board, remaining one of the most ambitious what-if ideas in aviation history. Cirrus G3 Vision Jet. Imagine owning a jet that you can actually fly yourself. Not chartering one, not sitting in the back. You're in command. That's the vision behind the Cirrus G3 Vision Jet. Built for personal aviation, this aircraft makes private jet travel feel far more accessible than traditional business jets. Its distinctive single-engine design, mounted above the fuselage, combined with its sharp V-tail structure, gives it an unmistakable look while maximizing efficiency. The result is a sleek, compact jet designed for both performance and practicality. Step inside, and the experience feels premium. The cabin is spacious, refined, and built to comfortably carry several passengers while still maintaining the exclusivity of private ownership. But the real appeal goes beyond luxury. The G3 delivers impressive speed and smooth regional travel, making business trips or quick getaways dramatically more convenient. And where this jet truly stands out is safety. Cirrus equipped it with game-changing technology, including its signature full aircraft parachute system and emergency autoland capabilities, features designed to provide an extra layer of security rarely seen in personal jets. This isn't simply about faster travel. It's about redefining what personal flight can be: smarter, safer, and giving pilots unmatched confidence every time they leave the runway.
Imagine skipping traffic and lifting straight into the sky. That's the idea behind this autonomous flying taxi concept. It's designed as a personal air vehicle, not a traditional aircraft. Compact, sleek, built for comfort as much as performance. There's no pilot on board. The aircraft flies itself using advanced computers, cameras, and sensors that constantly scan the airspace and adjust in real time. Inside, it's made for 2 passengers. A wide panoramic roof opens up the sky above you. Heated seats add comfort, while an integrated entertainment system turns short flights into a premium experience. Power comes from a fully electric system. That means quiet operation and zero direct emissions, making it far cleaner than conventional air transport. The goal isn't just luxury, it's efficiency and safety in crowded cities. This flying taxi could be used for urban commuting, emergency medical transport, or even sightseeing tours.
LTA Pathfinder. What if the future of flight isn't about going faster, but going smarter? Meet the LTA Pathfinder, a new kind of aircraft that's quietly changing how we think about transportation. Instead of burning massive amounts of fuel to chase speed, this airship focuses on efficiency, reach, and sustainability. It lifts using helium and moves with electric propulsion, cutting down the need for traditional aviation fuel. That means cleaner travel and far lower energy consumption. But what really sets it apart is its design. The structure is huge, yet surprisingly lightweight, built from advanced materials that allow it to stay in the air for long periods without draining resources. And here's the game changer: it doesn't need a runway. Unlike airplanes that rely on large airports, the Pathfinder can operate in places where infrastructure simply doesn't exist. Remote regions, isolated communities, hard-to-reach areas, this airship can connect them all.